So with medications, as you know, you guys kind of face a double whammy in the fact that you tend to take more medications than most of the rest of the population, just in sheer numbers. And on top of that, you tend to react, you're a little more sensitive to medications than you might otherwise be. So you kind of are fighting this battle of medication that's going to be good for you, but there's a lot of them and you're more sensitive to them, and so you're more likely to have a side effect or something like that. As a matter of fact, the American Geriatric Society has said that each year 1 in 3 persons over 65 will have a serious side effect. Not just a mundane throwaway, I had a little tummy ache kind of a side effect, but a fairly serious side effect. That's 1 in 3. That's a whole bunch. That means there's like 10 of you in this room right now that are going to have that happen. So it's really serious that you know about medications and that you pay attention. You know, it's somebody's fault. It's just the way it is. A lot of medications, a lot of different conditions, sensitive to the medications. It's just going to happen. That's just the way it is. And I want to let you know too, and I'll probably repeat it a few times while I'm talking, is I'm a really big advocate on if you're feeling anything is wrong, think medication first. If you're not feeling good that day, you're sluggish, you're tired, you're shaky, or whatever it happens to be, I would think medication first. Not, oh, I'm getting older, or oh, maybe my, who knows what it could be. As a pharmacist, I would say, think about your medication. Did I, take too much? Did I, what's going on that I'm not feeling good? And I'll bet you it has to do with something that I'm taking, and not just because I'm having a bad day or something. But just kind of keep that in mind. One of the things that I always push is for you guys to have one pharmacy. There's only one way that if you're going to different doctors and different specialists and you got all this stuff going on, the only person or maybe computer system that's going to have all your medications in there is going to be a pharmacist who might be able to check and catch some of these things that are going on from different sources. So whoever it is, I would highly recommend that you try to stick with a single pharmacist or pharmacy so that they at least have all of your records, so that they have a fighting chance to kind of help you out. So aging and health, I advocate that you know about all your medications and know what they're used for. Know what they look like. Know why you're taking them. Nowadays, medications change rapidly. I don't know what the deal is with government and manufacturers, but I know this week we can get this med, next week we can't get that med. We're changing and it looks different to you guys, and I'm really sorry, but it's kind of beyond our control. It's just happening with all this Affordable Care Act and all that kind of stuff. We're seeing the supply of medications kind of coming and going, but you still need to check every time. Boy, this doesn't look like what I was taking before. Be sure to check. I know we will put special stickers and stuff on the packages so that you could ask your med tech, does this look different? Then they can go back and say, oh yeah, the pharmacist actually wrote right on here that it changed. You can call us, whatever it is, but be aware of what it looks like, and always question if you see anything that's different. And you should also know what condition you're being treated for with this medication. Why am I taking this? And am I getting better? Do I still need to take it? I see as a pharmacist, I see so often people will go in to see a doctor and they put them on a medication, and then 6 months later they're still taking it. And it's something that maybe doesn't need to be taken that long, or maybe you're better and you don't need to take it. So always be ready to ask the question as to whether or not you need it. Other things about your medication is your body and your age are constantly changing, and that changes the way medications are used and how they're available to you, how they get absorbed, and how they're, how your digestive system is working, and if they're getting into your system or your circulatory system is changed slightly. Maybe your weight, if you've changed anything like that, it's going to change the way your medications work. If you gain a little weight, then your dose maybe needs to be a little higher. If you lost a little weight, maybe it needs to be a little lower. There's just a lot of stuff going on with any kind of a change that can affect the way these medications are working. Your liver, obviously your liver and your kidneys is where medications are metabolized to get out of your system. If there's any changes in those things, these drugs may, what we call, accumulate. The same dose you've been taking for 5 years all of a sudden seems to be too much because you're not metabolizing it quite as well, and so now it's starting to lead to a toxic level when before it was fine. So, so just always be aware, and like I said, when something is wrong, think medication first.